Folks, I was so excited to show you some grand action with Meowscarada and Rillaboom in the unused tier. In a previous video we discussed the pros and cons regarding these Pokemon when we did a review on the tier shifts that happened recently. And I was getting so into it, winning games left, right and center, making brilliant plays. Only to find out that I have not been recording. What a waste. But nonetheless, the show has to go on. I can't leave everybody hanging and dry. I promised. I said that I'm back and I meant it. Maybe not back forever, I tend to come in and out of YouTube depending on what life offers me. But nonetheless, I shall never fully abandon the game. Let's just get a few sample games going, just to show off and see if Rillaboom and Meowscarada all that. I'm going to start off with Meowscarada, just like I did when I was faking the recording, apparently. Meowscarada looking quite decent here, and the opponent is quite a high rated opponent, I must say so myself. I was playing grand Pokemon, only to be disappointed. Nonetheless, I know that Heatran has no weaknesses besides Gligar. And who leads off with Gligar in their right mind? Who in their right mind? So far, I can see them leading off with Gligar, so I shall go into Meowscarada. If they lead with Scizor, I'll go into Heatran, I guess. There's their Heatran, as discussed. Let's check out what they are offering. I'm a bug type. Are they leftovers? No burn, no problem. They're gonna get their stealth rocks up. I can smell it a mile away. There they are, the rocks. They are not going into their ground type. That much I can tell. On a water type, I promise you that's not gonna happen. Not in my watch. Right, fine. That guy came in. Let's knock off this Rotom. I could see them staying in, but alas, they did not. No more leftovers in the Heatran. What does that mean? It means that whatever HP I find you at, that's what you shall remain at for the remainder of the game. There's no healing for Heatran. Now I shall Hydro Pump this time around. Okay, I missed. Fair. It's all fair in love and war, that's what they say. Time for Will-O-Wisp action. Ooh, what would you do? Go into Heatran? Perhaps you'll be immune. Meowscarada! Wow, wow, wow. You've made a massive mistake, my friend. Maybe you have Toxic Spikes. That's something that you might possess. They knock off my Rocky Helm. This is free spikes as they go into the Heatran. It's so obvious that they're going into the Heatran, but okay, I didn't expect that to be the case. I'm so shocked that this team has no ground type. I just realized. This team I got from the user, and I guess you can say an inspiration of mine, Griffin X. But I do not understand what they were thinking, making this team with no ground type. Trick would be the best player, as they end up focus missing like that. Wow, are you mad? Let's find out how mad you are. As I go into Wash, as they go into Rotom. Yes. I mean, I go into Sinister as they go into Rotom. What does that mean for me, folks? Stun Sport time. They go into Volt Switch, clear as day. Not into Meowscarada, not into Meow. Okay, that's something too. And that is also something, I guess. They are now clearly threatening me with a Toxic to the face. Let's just see if we can steal some HP from them by splitting the pain. Alright, good. Let me tell you something about Little Gligar. Something special about Little Gligar. A Volt Switch here on their U-turn. They knocked off, wow. Okay, Meowscarada's dead in the waters, which is good for me. I'll go into my heavy duty boots, Meowscarada of my own. I think this is the fastest guy in the team right now. I go into Scizor if I was the opponent. Okay, Glide. What's this guy's name again? God of War. That's your name. I'm gonna risk the Heatran against, not necessary because Focus Blast could be flying like mad. Alas, Focus Blast was not flying like mad, and they have made themselves into a Fairy type. Now with so many hazards on the floor, you best be careful, my friend. I think I can afford to go into Dragon, sacrifice the... what do you call this guy again? Of course they go God of War, sacrifice the Rotom on the move that they could click. They could click Healing Wish, if I'm being honest. That is something noteworthy. Or worth noting. Worth noting. Same diff. Fine. Personally, I double into something that can handle the Rotom, like Meowscarada. So let's try that action. That's it. Now we knock off to scare out the Heatran. Is that the case? Yes. And I didn't get burned yet. I'm assuming I killed. Oh my goodness, you failure, Meowscarada. Let's do this last knockoff. Heatran is dead and I've been burned. It's sad state indeed. Fine. When Sizzle comes in, I can knock it off. Bullet Punch is par for the course, but nonetheless, it matters not. I'll start the time on this high-rated opponent in underuse at least. Right, what can we do regarding this matter? I have Terra Poison Dragon, which is interesting, that's all I can say. I should save this guy in the back. I'll tell you why. But if I save him in the back, for what purpose? These are the questions. These are the good questions we ask. Heatran can honestly go. I need to save this guy in the back to just be a dog type, to be immune to Psychic, you know? Some crazy idea I've been thinking about. Right, Heatran, good show on Living, but terrible show on allowing yourself to be hurt like that by the special attack drop. Man, at least the Magma landed. Do I have to pray that they missed the pumping action? I don't think that's the appropriate play to make. Let's go for a second Magma. Not much options really. I live, that's amazing. That's amazing they'll sacrifice the Gligar right here, right now. Maybe they'll be crazy and go into God of War, thinking that I may be Flash Fire. They thought it and they were wrong. I'm skipping the turn ahead. Just to show you that I'm so confident that I'm gonna let, okay, fine. Faster than myself, eh? Fine, Rotom is faster than Heatran, naturally. But what can this opponent do at this point in time? Skarmory has no Roost. It does have Roost. What am I talking about? Skarmory does have Roost. It does possess the Roost. But what does that all mean at this point in time? First and foremost, I think it means I go to this guy. I become a Poison type. I Stun Spore them. I think it means some of those things. Oh, that's dangerous. That's absolutely deadly. I finally landed the attack though. Next time. I need the chip, that's what I can say. Knockoff did a lot. Another Hex Order did me good. Okay, that's game. I think that's the whole game. The Rotom's not going to be defeating Hydreigon like that. No, sir. Sap the Strength. I'm quicker than you. Okay. You are clearly quicker than I. That is shocking. I have a present for you. A friend I've saved since the beginning of the game. Triple Axle Meowscarada. It's gonna kill. I know Gligar's bulky and all that with Eviolite, but forget it, my friend. Forget it. Let me show you a trick. A flower trick of sorts. Critical hitting them. Guaranteed through and through, of course. But yeah. Hydreigon in. Dark Pulse. Look at Boots Meowscarada just pressurizing this opponent. Move by move. Let's have an exhibition game with Rillaboom and show off its supporting tactics. And see if Hawlucha is the perfect partner for Rillaboom. Alright, and here we go again. The opponent is thinking alike with their own Hawlucha and their own Rillaboom to provide grassy terrain support and see what we can do about this matter. I believe that Heatran can take on most of the threats that they possess. Nonetheless, I'll go lead with Sandy Shocks as it looks appropriate versus most of their guys. Stealth Rocks, oh my goodness, are you mad in your head? I think you may be. I'll still Earth Power. I had a funny feeling Rillaboom would come in, but a funny feeling that I couldn't act upon. Personally, I would just high horsepower if I was this guy. Knock off. Burn this Rillaboom, man. No burn, no problem. The fact that I have... I'm gonna have to Magma Storm. As they're probably going to Keldeo. That's seems appropriate, I guess. As I connected the Magma Storm. That's excellent news for me. The fact that they took no chip from the what do you call that stuff? Calm Minding! Oh boy, that's getting dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. Time for a U-turn, I guess. Terrestrialized Steel. That's bad. That's absolutely terrible for me. And then I've got nobody faster. I've got nobody faster. That's bad. Oh gosh, that's bad. I'll have to go into Greninja and definitely break the substitution with the Surf. How much I can tell you, right? They killed me. That's so trash. They've terrestrialized. Who can I terrestrialize in kind to hopefully get rid of them? I have to go into Rillaboom. I think that I can live there. Fine. What's done is done. I get the chip. It's chip for Hawlucha, I guess. Yes, chip for Hawlucha. I'm gonna go to Sandy Shocks, predicting a Volt Switch of sorts, or Thunder Wave even. No rocks today. No rocks today, friend. I suppose I could Volt Switch. You'll be faster than me all day, every day. What the heck was that? Alright, Pheasantipity, let's see if you can put in some decent work for us. As we shall hit them with the Heat Wave. Oh my goodness! All the luck in the world, eh? It can't be helped. Can't be helped. Is Toxic Chain? Are you Toxic Chain on the ability? Are you serious, my friend? I have to U-turn, yeah. as they knock me off, let me U-turn and touch them. It doesn't even matter if I touch them or not. Why is Toxic Chain not proccing? These are the magnificent questions we ask ourselves each and every day. I know they're going to stay in here, or maybe get crazy and go to Rillaboom. I knew they would stay in. What a mad opponent this guy has turned out to be. I'm gonna take a risk in high horsepower. Cobalion is dead. That's good. That's what I expected to see a long time ago. Alright, now that this guy's in, with the defense boost at that as well, is terrible, terrible, terrible. Did I just mess up? I think I have messed up. I'll Grassy Glide for some chip. Oh, it's gonna do like 20%, man. That's not good enough. Whoa, this is so terrible. This is so terrible. Go into Fairs, sacrifice Fairs, and then what happens? I'll have to go into Heatran and sacrifice. Oh gosh. And turn into a ghost type with Heatran. That's such a difficult play to make. Fine, we go into Fairs. They get their +2 attack. I'll Moonblast as they acrobatics me for the KO, right? That's right. I'll go into Heatran. I'll make a mad prediction and predict that they assume I'm going to. I knew that they would assume nonsense like that. And I landed the Magma. Perfect. Perfect. That's all I could ask for. One of their major threats is down. And the last bastion of hope they possess is the Skeledirge. Keldeo came in. That is what it is. It should just end my existence with Surf, right? That's right. Rillaboom in. What happens now? We Grassy Glide, of course. As the nasty natives came in, another Grassy Glide would do them dirty. They are low enough so that Holucha can like kind of get rid of them. Knock off just to dissuade their switches. Okay. No more heavy duty boots means I can take you on fair and square. Right? Right. Tornadus is dead. That helps nobody really if I look at it objectively and honestly. I am adamant nature and they are... What do you call that nature? They are crazy nature. Can I live a U-turn? I think I can live a U-turn. Can you live a U-turn? You can't live a U-turn. You are so finished. What am I to do now with this position though? I want the speed tie, that's all I can say. I just want a speed tie. Or Lucha in Taunt, maybe? Is that what I have to do? I think that's what I have to do. I think it calls for a taunt. This position calls for a taunt. I don't think I need to terrestrialize anybody else. I'm in with a defense boost. Yes, Skeledirge. Surprise, I'm a fire type. I'm not going to taunt, I'm going to just acrobatics. There's the Torch Song, taunt time. No healing today, my friend. Have you ever seen a Holucha take on a Skeledirge 1v1? These are the days. My word. All of that support. What? Oh. What happened to my boost? I'm Molebreaker. What the heck has happened in my life that I deserve that happens to me? Madness. Madness is all I can say. Mind blowing. I can't believe it. Still won the game, however. GG to the opponent, man. Rillaboom, it really changes the dynamic of the game. The grassy terrain is a welcome addition. You know how they say it's a healthy thing to touch grass. That's why the grassy terrain heals. Folks, just 2 quick exhibition games. I've tried this before. I had a nice recording. All for naught. But still, we managed to get some higher rated opponents put down. If you did enjoy this video, folks, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and make sure to subscribe as we shall be doing a lot more high level competitive underused content. Also in the comments down below, let me know what you think about Rillaboom and Meowscarada. I'm still of the impressions that Rillaboom is average. There's too much grass type competition. But I could be wrong. Everybody seems to be loving Rillaboom more than Meowscarada because of the impact of grassy terrain. We'll have to wait and see what all of this will mean for the underused tier. Nonetheless, folks, until next time, we shall be U-turning out. Thanks for watching.